fight. Trying to see where this life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Farther back when they escaped from Egypt, and they're now at the camp.
Right.
And they're what is the meeting place?
The meeting place?
Yeah.
The temple?
You talking about the
meeting? I think.
Yeah, the congregation and tabernacle.
Oh, congregation tabernacle.
So somewhere it says, I wish I was flying. What did it say after they escaped from Egypt?
Right. What about it?
What the Bible was saying?
I mean,
Like where the Bible was saying?
it's a lot of places. Let's go to Deuteronomy 26 and 5.
Find it so I can show you guys what I'm trying to say.
It's a lot of places. We have to be a little bit more specific, but we're gonna give you a verse of what you could be talking about.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 26 and verse number 5.
Break it out.
And thou shalt speak and say before Yahweh thy God, a Syrian ready to perish was my father, and he went down into Egypt.
Right. Talking about Jacob, he went down into Egypt. Read on.
And sojourned there with a few,
Right.
and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous.
Right.
And the Egyptians evil entreated us, and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage.
Right. They had the Israelites in slavery for roughly around 430 years. Read on.
And when we cried unto Yahweh, God of our fathers, and Yahweh heard our voice, and looked on our affliction, and our labor, and our oppression.
Right.
And the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand,
Right. He brought us out of Egypt. Read on.
and with an outstretched arm, and with great terribleness, and with signs, and with wonders. And he hath brought us into this place, and hath given us this land, even a land that floweth with milk and honey.
Right.
And now behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land, which thou, O Yahweh, hast given me.
That's it on that. So it's giving a recap or a summary how the Lord brought us out of Egypt all the way to the time where we're in the promised land. So on your question on how to praise God, for one, you have to be chiefly Israelite to get direct access to that praise to the Most High God. Now you talking about as far as how do you pray? Is this a proper way to pray? Let's go. All right, let's go to John chapter 9 and 31. All right, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and 3. Daniel chapter 6 and give me verse 10.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
First and foremost, when you're praying, you have to know to who you're praying to.
Right, Yahweh.
Now, Yahweh is no vowels in the ancient Paleo Hebrew.
Right,
All right, so it wouldn't be Yahweh or Yeshua. It would be Yahweh.
right.
All right, let's turn this around. This is the world's oldest language, the Paleo Hebrew, also known as the language of Canaan. All right, the Most High God has chosen this language to be the predominant language on the earth. This was the language before Genesis chapter 11 and 1, before the Tower of Babel, when God confused up all the languages. Everybody spoke this. So you have Yahweh, which is the name of the Father, Yahweh, which means He is. Then you have His Son name, which is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Are you able to say that? Yahweh, Yahweh Shai?
Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Right. So when you're praying, you have to say that name. Because you can say Jesus and God and Lord, but those are all titles.
Right.
God actually has a name. Like, what's your name? Troy. But if I say Jaden, are you going to answer me? Why not? What do you think about for the Most High God?
Right.
That's not His name. Although you might have the right intentions to be calling on Him, at the end of the day, that's not. God has a name as well. His true name is Yahweh, which is the Father, and the Son name, which people call Jesus, is Yahweh Shai, because the letter J wasn't invented until the 1600s.
Right.
All right. You got everything make sense?
Yeah. The only thing, how do you know that when you're speaking to the Lord, if I were to say Lord right now, or say Jesus Christ in a bad way, how it says not to, is that really bad? Like, how would I'm kind of thinking as it whenever you pray, right?
Right.
Is it still bad or like wrong if you don't say these two names right here? Because spiritually, you're thinking of the Lord, and the Lord that you read in the Bible right here, the Lord in all these chapters.
15.
So, are you like? is it bad? Like, is it wrong to pray and say Lord and think about the Lord from this Bible, not say His name because He will not answer?
I mean, you could say Lord. All right. God has many different titles. The God Almighty, the King of Terrors. All right. The Ancient of Days.
Right.
But you will want to say His name because you're calling upon His name. So if you call upon those God the Father, if you say that, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have His name for a reason. You have to use that name.
Right.
Now, it's up to the Lord whether He want to have mercy upon you or not, and hold you accountable for that.
Of course. We don't know how the Lord judges us, like on Judgment Day. So
Absolutely.
of course.
Bring this out.
Lord.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 15.
No.
For He said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
It says what?
I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
All right. So the Lord, He can have mercy on whom He have mercy, compassion on whom He can have compassion. So at the end of the day, it's up to the Most High whether He want to hold you accountable for that or whether He want to judge you. At the end of the day, it's all the mercy of the Lord.
Right.
But you need those names. Give me Psalms, get real fast. I know we holding a lot. Give me Psalms 50 and 15. Because when all hell breaks loose and that fifth seal kicks off, guess what? You have to call upon the name of the Lord.
Right.
And that name is what? You can take a picture because you're going to need that name in order to be saved.
For real.
Bring this up.
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 15.
No.
And call upon me in the day of trouble.
Read that again.
And call upon me in the day of trouble.
Call me by a different name.
And call upon me in the day of trouble.
You know what?
I will deliver thee.
I will what?
I will deliver thee.
What's going to happen?
I will deliver thee.
So you got to call upon the name of the Lord in the day of trouble, and He's going to deliver you. And if you call upon the wrong name, you might not be delivered.
So I understand that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but right here,
Right.
it's talking about praising, right? Now this is just what I read, right? It says right here. So make me an altar of stone, right? So this is His commandment of how people will praise Him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I'm saying. Like, if you guys believe what Moses put right here, that's why I was asking about the church, because like, if you're not listening to God's 10 commandments,
Let me see. It says, and thou will make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build out a huge stone, for as lifted up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted. Right, this is talking about for the sacrifices. It's in the ancient world, you will build an altar and you will offer up burnt offerings upon it and sacrifices. But we're not offering up sacrifices right now. Because Christ, He was that sacrifice. Right, so we're not offering up, we're not offering up burnt offerings upon the altar anymore. Because we are now in spirit, we throw up spiritual sacrifices.
Right.
Which is what? Prayers. Let's get that. In Psalms. Right, chapter 140.
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta
We
go.
just getting
I'll
started.
stay here for a minute. These men can vouch for me. Nice talking to you.
All right.
Of
All right, brother. You got the information, you got the flyer?
course, I'll take a picture. Hold on.
All right, you an Israelite. See that? You can still bring it out for edification. Give me Romans 15 and 16. And give me Hebrews chapter 13 and give me verse 15. Right, Psalms chapter 141 and verse number 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 141, in verse number 1.
No.
And it reads, Yahweh, I cry unto thee, make haste unto me, give ear unto my voice.
Right.
When I cry unto thee, let my prayer be set forth before thee as incense.
It says what?
Let my prayer be set before thee as incense.
Just like in the ancient world, you had a tabernacle congregation, you had an altar of incense going up before the Lord. Now, because we don't have an altar of incense anymore. What is the modern day altar of incense? Your prayers. They ascend up as incense before the Most High. All right, what's your nationality? Yeah.
White and Hispanic.
What's your father's nationality?
My father is Hispanic.
Is he of Spaniard descent or indigenous?
Oh, he was born here.
Well, what do you mean he was born here in America?
Yeah. Remember.
Right, is he of Spaniard descent? Does his ancestors come from the conquistador Spaniards? Or is he an indigenous Aztec?
No.
He's not?
No.
So he's a Spaniard?
Yes, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, so this wouldn't be for you. This only for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
All right, the Bible is only for the Israelites.
Just interested, man. Just taking a look at what it is.
All right, for sure.
Yes, what you got going on there.
All right, so bring out Hebrews 13.
You guys take it easy.
Hebrews 13, 15.
So look at Hebrews chapter 13 and verse number 15.
You know.
And it reads, by him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise
Right?
to God continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name.
It says what?
Giving thanks to his name.
See that? So you're running up the fruit of your lips, which is giving thanks to his name, man. Those are what you call the sacrifices of prayers. All right? Because again, we're not offering up burnt offerings.
Right.
If you still offering up burnt offerings in 2023, your mind is not right, man.
Right.
Right? You got Old Testament only still doing that in the backyard.
Right.
All right? They getting by the fire pit. All right? They calling this the annual slaughter of the lambs. All right? And you over there offering up a burnt offering for your sins. You just went off and smoked.
I sin a lot.
Well, you gotta repent or die. All right.
Yeah.
So you got them. They just smoked. They get in the lamb and they offering up after they just went off.
Right.
That's off. You're not doing that.
Right.
Give me 1 Samuel. Y'all can drop all of that. Give me 1 Samuel chapter 15 and give me verse 22.
Bring it out.
All right, 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22.
1 Samuel chapter 15.
And verse 22.
know.
And Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord?
Right, because a lot of people think the Most High just want all of the sacrifice. That's what they thought in the ancient world. Oh yeah, the Most High, he just want all of the burnt offerings. All right, the heifers. All right, the turtle doves. You had Israel, they got their burnt offering ready before they was finna go off. They already made it ready. Then when they go off, then they offer it up. And it said the Most High, he has no pleasure in them burnt offerings, man. That's likewise modern day. The Lord don't care about your prayers that you throw up. You go off, you just throwing up prayers.
Right.
Throwing up prayers before you go off.
Right.
The Lord don't have delight in that stuff.
Right.
What makes you think the Lord got delight in that? If you think he delights in that, that means you don't know the Most High God.
Right.
Read on.
It reads, behold, to obey is better than to sacrifice.
It says what?
To obey is better than to sacrifice.
Read that again.
To obey is better than to sacrifice.
So the Lord said to obey is better than to give sacrifices, man.
Right.
Right? It's better for you to what? Do what the Most High has told you to do instead of you trying to go in a fast afterward, right? You trying to throw up prayers to the Most High. You just went off, you trying to throw up frankincense and myrrh and incense. All right, the Most High, he not dealing with that.
Right.
The Most High just wants you to obey his commandments. Just do what he tell you to do.
Right.
All right? Just do what he tell you to do. Follow directions.
Right.
That's all he wants you to do. Follow direct. If you can't follow simple directions, it's going to be very hard for the Most High to deal with you, man. All right? Like a wise man said, hey, he don't want your street. The Lord don't care about your street teachers, man.
Right.
All right? The Most High, he don't care about them alms, man.
Right.
All throughout the Bible is what? Fear God and keep my commandments. All right? That it may be for thy good. That's all he wants you to do. Anything else is irrelevant to him.
Right.
Go to verse 6, chapter 6. Go to Hosea chapter 6. All right? Hosea chapter 6 and... Verse 6.
Hosea chapter 6 and verse number 6.
Yeah.
For I desired mercy and not
It
sacrifice.
says what?
For I desire mercy and not sacrifice.
Read that again.
For I desire mercy and not sacrifice.
And the Lord said, I desire mercy and not sacrifice, man. That's what he desires, mercy. He don't want them sacrifices. Nothing that you could do physically as far as righteousness to make up for what the Most High deems best in his eyes. Alright? Read on.
And the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings.
Read on.
But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant.
Right?
There have they dealt treacherously against me.
See that?
The Lord said, I just desire the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. I just want you to know me. I just want you to serve me with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and thy mind. And that's when the deeper you get into this truth, the Lord just wants you to follow directions, man. That's it. He don't ask so much. Like we say, the Lord is not telling you to try to jump off 2 buildings and land perfectly. Alright? The Most High is not telling you to walk 1,000 miles.
Right.
He's just saying, keep my commandments. Are y'all Israelites? You get on my fire? Alright? The Most High just wants you to, do what he tells you to do. And again, at the end of the day, it's for thy good. And when you don't, and you go outside of that, guess what? Now you have a judgment set.
Right.
Like we always, now the Most High had to teach you the hard way, man. And the hard way, that's not going to always be the best way. Alright? The hard way, you might want to give up, man. The hard way, you might break down and start crying.
Right.
And the hard way, you might, there's certain brothers, you might lose a leg, man. Get shot. That's the hard way for you, man. Lose a limb. Alright? Lose your job, man. Lose a loved one. When we talk about the hard way, that could be made manyfold.
Right.
Alright? But if you do learn the hard way, you got to embrace the hard way, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord still loves you. Because the Lord didn't put you through that. The Lord don't give a damn about you.
Right.
He's treating you as a bastard. Give me that in Hebrews chapter 12 and 10. You got a lot of bastards out here, man. That the Most High just don't care about.
Right.
And we don't want to be a bastard, man.
Right.
And if somebody's showing you love unconditionally, you gotta pay that back.
Right.
You gotta at least acknowledge and respect that.
Right.
You still holding Psalms 51? You can drop Psalms 51. Bring out Hebrews.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse number 7.
No.
If ye know chastening, God dealing with you as with sons.
Right.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
Right?
Because the Lord is chastening men. The Lord needs these boys to grow up as men, as fast as possible. So he's going to do the best taxes he could do to get you to that point. Read on.
But if ye be without chastisement,
It says what?
but if ye be without chastisement,
What happens if you never go through anything?
but if ye be without chastisement,
What happens if you never get your heart broken?
but if ye be without chastisement,
Right?
If you be without chastisement, read on.
whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards.
We talking about the Bible.
Okay, what else y'all talking? Okay, tell me.
You want to learn?
Tell me, what y'all talking about?
We talking about the Bible. We talking about your history. We talking about your history, sister.
Okay,
We out.
I'm gonna listen now.
We out here. We teaching sisters like you. See that? Don't listen. That's Satan. Don't listen to that. Satan.
No knowledge.
Satan wants to take away the word. All right. So, sister, you listening?
I'm listening.
You an Israelite. You are God's chosen people.
Right.
You're a princess on the earth.
Right.
You must repent and keep God's commandments, or you will die in America. Now, sister, do you want to die in America?
I won't die. I already died.
You didn't die already, or you wouldn't be here right now if you died.
Called salvation.
Are you saved? Matthew 10:22. You sure?
From what?
From what are you saved from, sister?
Take the damnation.
Are you sure? How do you know that? So if God was to be honest, if God was to come back, if Christ was to come back right now, would you be saved? You think people like that is being saved? Sister, if Christ was to come back right now, be honest, don't lie.
I'm going up to God.
You are? Matthew, Are you sure?
Yeah.
Realistically. Because when Christ come back right now, would I be saved? Hey, I don't know. That's the best answer to that. Because what you do that.
That's why you get saved.
You don't think that, even Matthew 10:22, you don't think that's a little bit prideful? Because do you really know? Really?
I don't know, but I believe.
Well,
Therefore I know.
we got to deal with reality. Because only way.
But the Bible say you speak those things that are not as though they were. So
What
you
verse?
talk about reality.
What verse?
You looking for an address. I'm telling you what the word is.
Okay, I just go with that.
It's
But
technicality.
in order for you to get saved, you have to keep the commandments and believe.
But
We
Jesus
can-
already died for them commandments, bro. So
No.
he said he came to fulfill the law.
What does that mean?
To fulfill the law.
What does that mean?
Meaning I owe you $10. Meaning I owe you $10. So I'm finna go pay your $10. So now you don't got owe them nothing. That's what Jesus
So
did.
do we still have to keep God's commandments?
Yeah, the commandment to love God with all of our heart
And that's it?
love ourselves
That's it?
and love our neighbor.
That's it?
That's the greatest.
That's it?
Because what Matthew say? Why you pulling up Matthew?
No, I agree. I'm
He
agreeing.
said, right.
But is that it?
That's the greatest. It's
But-
not it.
so if
but
I-
that's the greatest. If you don't, Corinthians say if you don't have love, you don't have nothing.
So are
you
wo-
talking, you
are
sound
wo-
like a chip. You
are
sound
wo-
like a bird chirping.
Are women supposed to wear dresses according to the Bible?
Right.
Is that a commandment? Is that the greatest commandment?
That's not the greatest commandment.
But do we still have to follow that?
It's not about what
Do
you
we still have to follow that?
That's fine.
Yes or no?
Do we still have to follow? Yes or no?
The Bible not saying that you can
First
wear.
Timothy 2:9.
It's not, because what it's not saying is that you can wear a jean jacket. Is that in there?
Right.
What do you mean?
Because
What-
Is your jean jacket and your
The Lord is saying,
and your
I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna
So
answer
you
that.
can say
Can I
that.
answer that?
Good. You
Can I answer that?
You can.
Can I answer
I'm
that?
waiting for you to answer
Romans
that.
5:13.
Let's
Romans
go.
chapter 5, verse 13.
Any questions we get asked up here, we gonna answer.
Let's go.
Read this.
For until the law, sin was in the world,
Right.
but sin is not imputed where there is no law.
It says what?
But sin is not imputed where there is no law.
Where there's no
That doesn't
law,
answer my
there's no
question.
sin.
That doesn't
So
answer my question.
I'm gonna explain. Can I
It
explain?
don't.
Because nowhere in the Bible does.
try.
Can I explain?
You
It
can
says
try getting.
nowhere in
Just let
the
him-
listen.
let him get
Nowhere in the Bible can
try.
it says I cannot eat a cheeseburger. Just because it don't say that, do that mean I cannot eat it? No, because it's no law saying I can't eat a cheeseburger.
Right.
But it's a law in the Bible that says women are supposed to wear dresses.
Right.
First
Okay, but
Timothy
you
2:9.
missed the whole thing
First
though.
Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
Yeah.
In like manner also,
You're not
that
right.
women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
That what?
That women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
And pants.
That women adorn themselves in modest apparel,
Read on.
which shamefacedness and sobriety.
So all women are supposed to be covered up in dresses. Thus said the Bible. So, sister, that goes back to the question you said. If Christ was to come back right now, would you be saved?
Yup.
What a Mary.
But you're not.
What a Mary.
But-
What a Mary. What a Mary.
What are you talking
Mary.
about?
Would a Mary be saved?
Would Mary be saved?
Yeah, if
I don't
she
know.
was saved. And
I don't
that's
know.
my point. You don't know, so don't judge and don't talk upon
But
it.
she can't say.
My
But
point is
give me
this.
Matthew 10:22, because God said this is how you know you will be saved.
Matthew chapter
Matthew
6,
10:22.
verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
So first, before you get saved, I got you, sister. I got you, sister. Let me bring out the Bible verse. The Bible comes first,
But
sister.
the Philistines in
Hold on, I got you.
They
had a
Be
Bible.
cool, be cool. I
Y'all
got you.
trying to preach to the
I
people
got
that
you.
don't know.
Read
People
this.
that don't know.
And reads,
know.
and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's
It
sake.
says what?
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
So before you listen, before you be saved, you have.
I don't need that.
I don't need either. That's why
Before,
I'm not talking
listen,
upon
just
me.
listen. Before you be
I
saved,
will.
before you be saved, you have to what? Read that again.
Believe.
It doesn't
reads,
mean
and ye
that.
shall be
Quote it for
hated
yourself. If
for
you
of
know,
all
quote it
men
for
for
yourself.
my
Talking over
name's
the
sake.
Quote it for yourself. I'm not.
Read that
I'm
again.
saying quote it for yourself.
And ye shall be
The Lord
hated
said,
of all men
quote it the
for
Lord
my
said.
name's sake.
So before you be
No,
saved,
no.
you have to be hated of all men.
No.
Right.
Are y'all hated by all men?
Are you?
You are?
I am.
You're not hated by me.
And
So
neither
found-
is
I
this
can't
verse
tell.
upon me.
I can't
So
tell.
found-
And read, and ye that endure endures to the end.
Read that again.
But he that endures to the end.
Have you endured it to the end? Have y'all endured it to
Because
the
you're louder
end?
doesn't mean that you're right.
No, y'all haven't. Read on.
Shall be saved.
Shall be what?
Shall be
Read
saved.
that again.
Shall be saved.
Nobody's saved yet because nobody has endured to the end.
Right.
You're reading
Simple.
louder.
What's your
doesn't mean
question?
that you're accurate.
What's your question? What's your
It
question?
doesn't mean that you're reading louder. It doesn't mean that you're
I
About
accurate.
don't
that.
need the mic, sister.
So then put it down.
I could
Then
put it
it down.
I could put it
So then put
in.
it down. You too. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you're reading louder than I am.
That's
It
cool.
does not mean that you're right.
That's cool.
So then why are you?
Are you
speaking
gonna put
upon
on
it?
the dress?
We can. What is
Are you
your
gonna-
struggle? We're fighting the same cause. We're not adversaries.
We're not adversaries,
not.
but we're out here
So
to
what
let
are
you
you
know.
doing?
We out here to let you know the truth.
And
Are
so
you
am
intoxicated?
I. No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%.
You didn't have no drinks today.
I didn't have no drinks
Did
today.
she have any drinks today?
Who, her?
Yes.
No.
Because it seemed we can smell the alcohol and we can see the behavior. That's why we asked.
No.
Are you
It is still a
lying?
no.
Are
I'm
you-
not lying.
Okay.
It is not your adversary.
That
it is
says.
not whatever you say.
So sister, we here to get you to the kingdom of heaven.
And all I'm doing is making commentary on what y'all doing,
That's
and
cool.
y'all feeling like
No, we're not feeling no
you're
type of way.
holier than thou.
We're not.
And that's what turns a lot of people away from
Did
the
we
Lord.
say that?
I didn't say that, but
Am I the holiest person?
I didn't say that you said that.
Do I go off? Yeah, we go off.
I never said that you said that, but what I'm saying is, it can come off that you're saying that
I'm
because
clearing
of how you're being.
But I'm clearing that up. We're not holding now.
And I'm clearing that up
But
that
sis-
we did not have a couple drinks with you.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't say anything
So,
else after that.
but you asked. So
I
I'm
just asked
addressing.
because I don't
and
want to
so that we're
prejudge.
saying
I don't want to prejudge.
and saying. So
All right.
we're doing the same thing.
So can we get you on the track to the kingdom of heaven now?
I'm already on that track.
How do you be on that track?
You can shake your head and do whatever you
No,
want.
I'm
to.
asking. I'm just asking. How you
I'm
on
not
that track?
saying you, but I'm addressing him.
Okay, how you on that track?
How are you on that track? What am I doing?
Can I
to
show you?
I can tell you if you're asking.
How are you on that track?
Because I'm answering my call from the kingdom of God. I go to church. I worship the Lord. I spend personal time. You looking away, you don't do that
You
thing.
spend PTO with the Lord.
It's not a PTO.
I'm
I didn't say PTO.
All right.
But you
Now you
want to
said-
make it a joke and a thing.
No,
because
all right,
that's
look,
what
look,
you're
look,
used to on Michigan Avenue
Look,
or on.
where in the Bible
I
does
didn't
it say?
that.
Where in the Bible does it say you have to go to church to be saved?
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
But you said you're on the road to the kingdom of heaven, but nowhere in the Bible does it say
I
to be on
didn't
that
say
road. you
that's
have to
not
go to
what I
church.
said.
Right.
What I said was that I was spending time with my Lord.
How do you
But
spend
what
time
you're-
with God?
But what you're trying to pick
How?
apart is.
I'm just saying how.
But no, you're not doing it right, and I'm gonna tell you that you're not doing it right. And you can laugh, and you
it's
just
a lot of
y'all can
emotions
feel,
going on right
It's
now.
not an emotional
Right.
thing.
we gonna show you. Matthew 19.
You don't have to show me. If you want
We read
to
out the
share,
Bible. We read out
but
the
if I
Bible.
want to share, then I'm not applicable.
But you should always want to hear the word of God.
But do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Absolutely.
But you're just shutting
Yes.
down anything that I'm saying.
You're not bringing
Y'all-
out- you're
but
not
y'all
bringing
are
out no
laughing.
verses.
But
You're not
y'all
bringing
are
out no-
laughing.
We can't laugh.
Y'all are smirking. He did. You did.
I can't
and
laugh.
Y'all, all three of y'all are smirking.
This is the
All
book
three
of
of y'all are
Matthew chapter
smirking.
19
And you're
verse
still doing
16.
it.
And behold, one came and said unto
I don't
him,
mind
Right.
reading the
Good
word
master,
of God.
what good
but if
things
it's
shall I
when y'all
do,
gonna
that
laugh
I may
and
have
smirk
eternal life?
and
Right.
smirk.
And he said unto him,
We apologize.
Why callest thou me
I'm
good?
open
Right.
to hearing
There
it,
is none
but
good
the
but
Lord
one.
didn't laugh.
That
The
is
Lord
God.
wasn't smirking. The
Listen,
Lord wasn't
just
doing
listen.
that. I'm open to doing that, but y'all are not giving it the way
I
the Lord
just said
did.
we apologize. You talking too much.
I'm
That's
not
all.
talking too much. I'm not. I'm definitely not.
Are you
doing
sure?
that. I am definitely sure.
So
because
why
he
is it when
still-
the Bible is coming out, you still talking?
I'm not doing that. I read my Bible every day.
Did you just do that?
You don't have to do that.
Read
that
it
again.
again.
He's still smiling
Again.
and laughing.
Matthew 19
You're
and verse
still laughing.
16.
And you still
I'm
talking.
not
And
getting it.
behold, one
That's
came
fine
and
because
said
that's not
unto
how the
him,
Lord gave it.
Good master,
And
what
I
good
know.
And you
things
still
shall I do?
talking.
And so are you.
Give me a piece of
And so are you.
Now
And so are
we
you.
just gotta cut you up now, because we trying to help
You
you.
can cut me. You can try to cut me up.
We're gonna cut you up with the word of God.
It's
Look
fine.
at Matthew.
That motherfucking
Look,
microphone.
just look at
That's
Yes, we is, man.
Keep thy foot.
It says what?
Keep thy foot.
What the Lord said?
Keep thy foot.
What the Most High said?
Keep thy foot.
Read on.
When thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear.
And be what?
And be more ready to hear.
Don't talk a lot.
And be more ready to hear.
The Lord said,
And be more ready to hear.
keep talking.
And be more ready to to hear.
Be running your mouth.
And be more ready to hear.
Our people would just be more ready to hear and shut their mouths. They will receive understanding, man.
Right.
You have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Read on.
That's to get the sacrifice of fools.
Into what?
And to get the sacrifice of
They
fools.
getting the sacrifice of fools. Look at them. She just all in the, let's look at that. Read on.
Just so close. Read
Proverbs 9 verse 13.
No.
A foolish woman is clamoring.
Hey, what?
A foolish woman is clamorous.
Only a foolish woman is clamorous. Read on.
She is simple and knoweth nothing.
We asked, are y'all married? Are you women have husbands? Y'all sisters got husbands?
We're both married.
Y'all got husbands?
Yeah. Are you married?
I'll
No.
say-
The
I
answer
am
is
married.
no.
I am married.
Are you?
I am
No.
married.
No.
I am married.
No. The answer is no.
I am married. I'm married to wisdom.
Right.
I'm married to wisdom.
Remember, woman of God, as though the Bible sees fit.
Wisdom,
So you
wisdom's better than a
Oh,
woman of God.
Right.
Wisdom's better than a
If
she
he is not,
supersedes
he said,
that.
Nobody here.
Are you
If he is
married?
not, what is that?
Are you
She's
married?
married. She's married.
I don't see how. I don't see how.
She's married.
I don't see
You
how.
don't see how, baby.
I feel bad for your husband.
Right.
I feel bad
Right.
because y'all don't. Because y'all talk. Y'all can't be doing this as a husband.
Right.
A man's not gonna want to be with that.
Right.
All right. No, let her go. Let her go.
What's that?
Let her go.
Let it go.
So she can keep getting cut up with the word. Let her go. Let her go. All right. See that? She can't handle the word, man. Come back then. Be a leader, not a follower.
Right.
Come back then. She can't handle the word, man. Give me Hebrews chapter 4 and 12. Hey, the Lord said the wicked flee, man. Give me that in Proverbs chapter 28 and 1, man.
The book of Hebrews.
Proverbs 28 and 1 first.
Read that out.
The Lord said the wicked, only a wicked person is going to try to get up out of there. But the righteous is always going to stand their ground, man.
Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 1.
Yo.
The wicked flee.
What the Lord say?
The wicked flee.
Read it again.
The wicked flee.
What the Most High say?
The wicked flee.
What the Lord say?
The wicked flee.
Read that again.
The wicked flee.
What the Lord say?
The wicked flee.
The Most High say?
The wicked flee.
Read.
When no man pursue it.
With what?
When no man pursue
With
it.
what?
When no man pursue it.
Read.
But the righteous are bold as a lion.
With the what?
But the righteous are bold as a
Read
lion.
that again.
But the righteous are bold as a
The
lion.
wicked flee with no man pursue it, but the righteous are as bold as a lion.
Right.
All right, who are the righteous? The men and women that's keeping the commandments of the Lord, man. They're gonna be 10 toes down, man. They're gonna stand stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. And what you just witnessed was two black women destroyed in America. That's what you just witnessed. All talking all over the. I don't see. You can't have a husband talking like that, man.
Right.
All right. No, cause and if you do have a husband, we know that she run the household, man. We know that man don't run the household. He don't have no control over the household. She got all the control. But a real man of the Lord not gonna play none of that, man. All right. You think a real man? You think King David was gonna tolerate that? You think Yahushua would tolerate that, man? Right? You think Mordecai would tolerate that? No. The true men of the Lord, Judas Maccabees would tolerate that. The true men of the Lord, they're not tolerating none of that wickedness, man. All right? Only wicked men tolerate that. All right? Questions? How you doing, sister? Come on up. What's your name? Denise. All right, I'm Taz. Nice to meet you. Now, what was he telling you? Okay. Okay, so you know that we are Israelites? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, but they told me that.
They just told you that?
Yeah.
Have you heard that information prior for them telling you that?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Now, what you more so know about the Israelites? Is it all brand new? You know?
A little bit. I know it's like mixed in with the natives, like how black is not a ethnicity.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Okay. Now, on this sign, you had the so-called, you had the 12 tribes of Israel. So on this sign, on this side, you have American blacks, West Indies, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, on down. Those are what you call bywords that was placed upon us. That's why we call ourselves black. But nobody is actually the color of my blood. Alright? Nobody's African American. You can't be from two continents at one time. Alright? Nobody is actually Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican just means rich port. Because that island was full of, gold and abundance of wealth. And the Spaniards had the slaves pick the gold there. So all of these bywords, they have a meaning to them. Now on this side is what God called us. So more than likely, you will be from the tribe of Judah, more than likely. Is your father a so-called American Black Negro or Native American?
Native Black Negro.
Okay, so more than likely you will be an Israelite, a princess, seeing that you will be a woman from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
You probably never heard that before. You have? Well, all praises. Because this is the world's biggest kept secret. The moment you find out you're an Israelite, then you find out your purpose. Once you find out your purpose, then you're going to be on a mission. And the so-called white man, not only him, but Satan doesn't want you to be on it.
Right.
He wants you to be lost in this world. Smoking weed, right? Drinking, going to the club, partying, having fun, being in drama. All right? That's what he wants you to, gossiping. But God wants you to fear him and keep his commandments. So as the Israelite sister, the reason that we know we Israelites is due to the curses. The Israelites have curses on them. Now do you know why they have curses on them? We're going to show you. Deuteronomy 28:15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So if we don't listen to the voice of our God, read on.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which are commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the Israelites by the hand of God, if y'all don't listen to God's commandments, I'm going to send curses upon y'all. We're going to read 3 curses, and I want you to explain it, all right? And say, who does it fit on the earth? Let's go to verse 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
It says what?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
What do that sound like, sister? It says a man that's tender and delicate, meaning your fellow people. Your own people, they're going to have an eye evil toward their own brother. What do that sound like? Their eye is evil to their brother. When your eye is evil towards somebody, that means what? Well, yeah, that means you probably want to do harmful things to them. You don't like them. You hate them. Right. This is a curse. This is what you call black on black crime in the Bible. God said this will happen to the Israelites if they break my commandments. The Israelites, they didn't keep the commandments. They ended up breaking them. So therefore, these curses is upon us right now. Read on.
So while you're reading on, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
How do we treat our women nowadays? Like nothing.
Right.
That's a curse. We didn't you always used to treat our women like this. Now we making songs about it. Well, majority of them do. Everybody don't. And exactly, the majority was counts. All right. Nevertheless, we didn't used to always do this, and our women didn't used to act like that. A lot of times women get treated like that because how they act. But none of this was happening. It was always a nice family, strong. But the way it got discontinued from that is because we broke our God's commandments. God punished us.
Right.
Read on.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Right. So it said, this Israelite man, as a curse, he will be most known for leaving his children. You look at so-called blacks today, we don't have our fathers in the household like that.
Right.
Some of us do, but not majority. All right, you need your father. You need both parents in the household. A woman can't do it all by herself. Right. Because a woman start raising up a boy, that boy is going to be feminine. Likewise with a girl, you need that father for that instruction and that discipline in the house.
Right.
All right. So these are all curses. We're going to read one more. Jump down to verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, Egypt, the Israelites were slaves in ancient Egypt. They built up the pyramids. the Sphinx, the treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
Right.
So God said, I'm gonna bring you back into Egypt, but Egypt is not physical. It represents slavery and bondage. We're gonna show you that, Exodus 20 and 2.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
Egypt represents bondage and slavery, because we were slaves in Egypt. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28:68.
Reading on. With ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So how do we come over here? How do we go into slavery on America? How do we come over to America? With boat, right? Let's read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Hey, that's out of the Bible. We would come over here in Egypt representing bondage on ships.
Right.
Alright, you had the transatlantic slave trade. Alright, so you have it right here. Slavery. I know y'all know about slavery. Slavery is actually in the Bible.
Right.
This is a punishment for breaking God's commandments. God said, okay, you don't want to follow my commandments, you don't want to listen to me, you're gonna go through slavery.
Right.
Alright, until you get your act right. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning you won't see your true homeland again. Because we think our homeland is Chicago,
Right.
New York, alright? Africa, people say.
Right.
But the true homeland is Israel.
Right.
That's where we're from. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Says what?
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
So what happened when we got off those slave ships? Who are we sold to?
Right.
Anybody know? What race of people were we sold to when we got off those slave ships? The so-called, you don't gotta whisper it, sister. The white man.
Right.
But what did God call them? Did God call them our friends? He called them our enemies.
Right.
So the Bible tells you who your real enemy is.
Right.
Alright? Your enemy is not your own people. We think that our enemy is our own people.
Right.
But the enemy is him right there.
Right. That's
Alright? And his ancestors. Those are the real enemies. Because those are the people that still oppressing you.
Right.
Those are the people that put them guns in your community, them drugs in your community, the Planned Parenthoods.
Right.
Who you think owns the record labels to push that Lil Durk spirit?
Right.
Y'all know about Sexy Red. Who put her in the industry?
Right.
The so-called Jewish man.
Right.
And do it for a reason.
Right.
So it could destroy y'all minds. Because you know our people, we gonna play that stuff. We gonna listen to it and we gonna think it's cool.
Right.
But would you want your daughter growing up listening to her? You don't even listen to it.
Right.
Alright? Or our men listen to Shoot 'em Up, Bang Bang. Alright? That's destroying us. It's not helping us.
That's right.
We're not gonna realize that though till it's too late.
That's right.
Read on.
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
See that? And no man is gonna redeem you out of slavery but Christ himself.
Right.
Right.
Malcolm X tried to, got assassinated.
Right.
Martin Luther King tried to free us,
Right.
got assassinated.
Right.
Why? Because this thing is divinely inspired. Only God can deliver us out of this slavery. So instead of trying to go to everything else, we got to go back to our Creator.
Right.
The way we go back to Him is by keeping His commandments.
Right.
So y'all know any commandments we have to keep. Any commandments. Because if we broke the commandments and it got us in this situation, what do you think we got to start doing? You said what? Stop breaking them and do what? Follow His commandments.
That's right.
So what's up? Y'all know any commandments? Any? Y'all could guess?
Just sinning in general, stop sinning,
Alright, that's one of them. Right, no killing. Anything else? Right, no adultery. Right, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
No prostitution. That's right. We're gonna give y'all something that y'all might have not known about. Leviticus 11:7.
This is the book
Give me
of
1 Corinthians
Leviticus
16.
chapter 11 and verse number 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
Now y'all eat pork? No? Anybody eat pork? Bacon? Sausage? A little bit? No pork?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What about you?
I eat a little bit.
Alright, read on.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, Yea, he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
Read on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
See that? So God said we cannot eat pork. That's a sin. What's heavily in our communities though? Pork. You get 5 guys, go get some bacon. Go get some bacon on the sandwich. Go down the street. All right, it's pork everywhere.
Right.
Even in the candy, gummy bears. It's in certain toothpaste. God said we can't eat pork.
Right.
Y'all willing to stop doing that? No more pork for the rest of y'all life? Huh? Yeah, you can do that. It's other meat. Y'all had lamb before? Lamb, bison, buffalo, turkey. You want to get chicken, you want to get them clean meats. Now y'all eat seafood. No seafood? What type of seafood? Lobster. Okay. Verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
Whatsoever had fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So we got a certain dietary law we can eat out of, because we can't just eat anything out of the waters.
Right.
Can't just get a squid and kind of do what you got to do.
Right.
You can only eat things that got fins and scales,
Right.
which would be fish. So no shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, mussels, clams. It has to be fish, but the fish has to have fins and scales.
Right.
Everything else will be an abomination. Abomination is something that God really, really hates.
Right.
And when you even go into those animals on a health tip, they're not good for you. All right? That's the reason why we are jammed up. So that makes sense. Y'all able to eat fish with fins and scales? Any questions on that? All right, now how many of y'all smoke? Everybody? Y'all smoke? Okay. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 3:16.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Know.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
So your body is the temple of God. Read on.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Right.
If any man defile the temple of God,
So there's many ways you can defile your body. Getting tattoos, eating unclean foods, adultery, prostitution. All right, read on. But another way you can defile your temple is by smoking. Because the very first time you probably smoke, you got that reaction. You like, you coughing. That's because your body is telling you these chemicals is not supposed to be in my body. Read on.
if any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
It says what?
Him shall God destroy.
What's gonna happen?
Him shall God destroy.
So God can actually kill you for smoking.
Right.
Cigarettes, Black and Milds, weed.
Right.
Now the question we typically get after that is, well, weed grows from the earth.
Right.
What's wrong with it?
Right.
We're gonna answer that. Genesis 1:29.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse number 29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed.
And that's what marijuana is. Marijuana is a herb. It actually is used for healing certain things, certain ailments that you might have.
Right.
Read on.
Which is upon the face of all the earth,
Right.
and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat.
It says what?
To you it shall be for meat.
So the Lord said those herbs is for meat, meaning for you to consume,
Right.
not for you to smoke.
Right.
Because you don't smoke any other plant. Do y'all? You want to smoke poison ivy?
No.
Nobody will do that.
Right.
You got cocaine, that's literally natural from the earth. You got certain people, they smoke crack, but you're not really, if you're in your right mind, you're not doing that.
Right.
So weed is, or marijuana rather, is used for you to consume it only if you have a physical ailment. Like people might use it for glaucoma, alright, that for the body to get rested. That's what weed is for. Not for you to just get high and get blazed. Now the reason why a lot of people do that, especially our people, is because we be stressing, man. You might have bills, got into it with your wife, alright, you might finna get evicted. So we use that weed to escape the pain, not knowing once that high go away, you still gonna have problems.
Right.
So we need the other solution to that is the word. That's the solution.
Right.
That's the only thing that's gonna heal you, because that weed, your high only gonna last for what, about an hour? Not gonna be high forever. Bring out Wisdom of Solomon 16-12.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, and verse 12.
Get out.
Spray was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health.
Right?
But thy word, O Lord.
But thy what?
But thy word, O Lord.
What's gonna heal you?
But thy word, O Lord.
Read on.
Which healeth all things.
Which what?
Which healeth all things.
So the words of the Lord heal all things.
Right.
And instead of smoking, have y'all tried praying? Meditating. What about fasting? Yeah? Okay, that's what y'all need to make sure y'all fast. The true fast is no eating or drinking for 24 hours. So try fasting, and that's what's gonna get you right. Now, so what y'all gonna do about the weed is y'all gonna make changes. You know, that's something y'all gonna work on. Yeah. See, you don't look too confident. Yeah. What about you, sister? Something gonna work
I told
on?
myself for a long time I need to fall back off of it.
Well, a lot of people don't know it's actually a drug. It is.
Right.
Because if you can't stop the next day, a lot of people say, oh, I can stop smoking tomorrow. No, you can't. If you can't stop smoking tomorrow, it's a drug. But people, they don't want to accept it. And you don't want to be a drug addict.
Right.
All right? So you want to definitely pray and fast on that. And again, it's a commandment. Because what's going to happen, now that you know this truth, what's going to happen is if you decide to continue to do it, now God has every right to judge you because you know better. Now before this, you probably didn't know better. But now you mark with these words. We just marked you spiritually.
Right.
We gotta do it. So now you know it. If you decide to do it, and anything happens to you, that's because God judged you.
Right.
Alright? Now we're gonna bring out like 3 more commandments. And y'all was planning on getting more tattoos? Yeah. Leviticus 19. Start at verse 26.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 26.
Get out.
You shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall you use enchantment, nor observe times.
So you want to make sure your food is well done. No blood still leaking out of it, none of that. Not only that, you don't want to observe times or use shamans. What that's going into is the astrology and astronomy. Dealing with the zodiac signs. Y'all believe in that? All right, y'all gotta go. Hey, y'all got a flyer? All right. Y'all Israelites. That's going into the zodiac sign. You be into all of that? You want to make sure you slowly depart from that. You know, zodiac sign, because you get it. A lot of that stuff, it might seem like it's accurate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you know, you wanna you don't wanna get too that into that, you're gonna bug yourself out. Hey, this person really do act like they're born in February. This person is a Gemini. Now that you know, you just skeptical, you don't even talk to nobody no more.
Right.
But based off their sign.
Right.
You said what? Right. So, you know, that's pretty much on that. Read on.
Verse 27.
Look it out.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor for any marks upon you.
Or what?
Nor for any marks upon you.
So according to the Bible, you can't have no tattoos.
Right.
Now, was you planning on getting another one? Yeah. Alright. You said, alright, sister, you gotta, you know, you don't want to get too many more.
Right.
But
Right.
I can't say I'm not going to rush into it. But I understand that's what I heard you go to. You know, that temptation, you gotta let that go too.
Yeah. You're gonna have temptation. That's how you know this. That's how you know this the real deal.
Right.
If you can recognize that you're being tempted, because a lot of people don't recognize. You know how many people in this world right now don't recognize when they do something they don't want to do, they don't recognize they're not being tempted. They don't say, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing it, I'm being tempted right now. They just saying, I want to do it, so I'm gonna just do it. They
Right.
don't give in to the temptation.
It's crazy because I'm on the verge of like you know, healing, my healing journey, trying to go closer to God and stuff like that. And I can hear my intuition, my ancestors, everybody they talk to me. Like I was on the couch like last week, and like the whole time, like everybody that was like jumped in buckets, was like God, like they always told me something like
Yeah, you gotta resist the temptation. That's what it. You gotta fight in this thing. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and 13. This is a fight every day.
1 Corinthians.
Spirit versus the flesh.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to men.
Right, because what you're going through, somebody else in the world is going through the same thing you're going through.
Right.
There's no temptation that's new underneath the sun. You think adultery, that's a new temptation? No. People 2,000 years ago, they was committing adultery. Oh man, she looked good, man. And that's another man's wife.
Right.
And they give in to the temptation. So no temptation is common. All temptations is common. Read on.
But God is faithful.
It says what?
But God is faithful,
Most High is faithful. Read on.
who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able.
This is just a test.
Right.
Because God, but you can't just come before God. God has to prove you.
That's right.
All right, this not, God just opened up to everybody and you kind of hurt his feelings and now you all heart. It's not that. God, he's gonna test you.
Right.
And this is a test. You fail them tests, he's gonna say, nah, you're not worthy. And when it's time for you to be destroyed, you're gonna be destroyed with the rest of the wicked. But those tests is for you to prove to God that yes, God, I want to serve you, and I am gonna do it.
Surrender, you gotta mean it by actions.
Exactly. The Lord want to see your actions. The Lord is proving people. And he proved our ancestors in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. I mean, not for 40 days, 40 years. Imagine being proved for 40 years. That's a long time. So read on.
It reads, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able.
Right.
But will with temptation also make a way to escape.
Make a what?
Make a way to escape.
So just know when you get tempted, it's always a way to escape.
Right.
And you gotta see through that way. Now give me that right 21 and 2. 21 and 1. We're gonna give you a couple scriptures on how to deal with temptation. Because you're gonna deal with temptation tomorrow, trust me. Maybe tonight. Alright, Sirach 21 and 1.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 21 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
My son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more.
Right.
But ask pardon for thy former sins.
You know what?
Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent.
It says what?
Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent.
So hey, you see sin, you gotta get away from it.
Right.
A lot of times you try to be buddy with the sin. Well, I'm not gonna do nothing. We just cool. You can't do that.
Right.
Would you be cool with a snake? You just let a rattlesnake right by you? Nah, you gonna flee. That's how we gotta be when we see sin.
Right.
So you see weed smoke, no, I gotta get away from that. The people you hang with, maybe you gotta stop hanging with them people. Maybe it's family you gotta separate from. Maybe it's music you gotta cut off. The things you watch.
Maybe it's me. I gotta focus on I don't let nobody force me to do something I don't want to do.
Okay, all praises. That's the decision, that's the actions we gotta put forth. Read on.
Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee.
It will what?
It will bite thee.
Read on.
The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword. The wounds whereof cannot be healed.
See that?
Because every time you sin, you get cut. That's why you might go off, you feel bad for it. That's because it's in you just got cut. It's in your spirit, that thing, man. That guilt, we call that guilty conscience.
Right.
Alright? But that lets you know that, guess what? You just did something wrong. Because there's people out here in this world, they don't get that.
Right.
They just so evil. They get off on evil. Exactly. So now, sister, it's time to show that you love God. Would you say that you love God? Now, how do you love God? Like, how would you show that you love God?
As far as taking step by step on killing and releasing things that doesn't serve me, like simple things or like just negative vibrational things in general, trying to be putting more stuff like.
Okay, give me 1 Corinthians. Give me 1 Corinthians 2:9. Give me Deuteronomy 2:25. Bring this out.
1 John chapter 5 and verse number 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God.
It says what?
For this is the love of God.
This is the true definition of the love of God. If you don't fit this definition, this goes for anybody, me, myself included.
Right.
If you don't fit this definition, you don't love God.
Right.
Read on.
That we keep his commandments.
That we what?
That we keep his commandments.
Read on.
And his commandments are not grievous.
So the way you show that you love God, because love is an action word.
Right.
You can't say that you love somebody, but you don't show it.
Right.
So, with that being said, the way you show somebody that you love them is what? I mean, the way that you show the Most High that you love him is by keeping his commandments. If you break his commandments, you don't love God.
Right.
So that's going to hold you to a high standard. You're going to hold yourself to that standard. All right? Because you don't want to be, a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So, we got another commandment for you.
It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
That what?
That the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So according to the Bible, our women are supposed to wear dresses. That's a commandment. Now, a lot of our women, they're not told that. But in the ancient world, chiefly prior to the 1950s, women was never wearing pants. That was newly created in the 1900s. All women, even the slave women, you go back then, they had on dresses. It's only now in America, you had the feminist movement on the rise, and women they want to be a man, and all of these different things. They want to have voting rights. That's where the pants came along, and with pants is a spirit. All right, it's a mask of the spirit. So according to the Bible, the Israelite women, they do have to wear dresses. I'm not sure if
I'm listening, I'm sorry.
incorporate that to your wardrobe for the rest of your life.
No.
Well, yes.
Yeah, okay.
For the rest of your life, you do have to wear dresses. Now, although it is cold, you can put. We're not saying you just put something underneath to make sure long johns, make sure you're warm, but you do have to wear dresses. That is a commandment. Just like the Israelites, the men, chiefly and the women too, we have to have on the fringes. All right. This is for us to remember all the commandments. We gotta wear this every day. Can't go a day without wearing my fringes.
Right.
Gotta wear my every day. All right. So that's a commandment. Now, give me Exodus 28.
This book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse number 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Have you heard about the Sabbath day?
I heard about it, but I
Okay. Read on.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is a Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right.
Thou nor thy son, nor
The Sabbath day is the seventh day of the week. What's the seventh day of the week? No. It's the true, that was Saturday.
That's right. That's right.
That Sunday, it was a lie. It was changed to that.
already the beginning of the week.
It's already the beginning of the week.
That's right.
So that Saturday, that's the Sabbath day. See that? So that's the Sabbath day. In it, you can't do no work. You got to get everything done in them 6 days. It's a day. God gave you a whole day to rest. No buying, no selling, no cooking, no cleaning. It's a day for you to rest, get into the scriptures, pray, meditate on the precepts, get closer with the Most High. All right. So the Sabbath day, you in the Sabbath right now.
Right.
It starts on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. All right. So them the basic commandments. You got any questions on anything biblically?
That's why I got to leave to hear that.
Okay. Now, what's 3 things that you learned up here before you leave?
Always be in God's commandments.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Break them.
Okay.
Right.
And if you love God, you will do His commandments.
Okay.
That's right.
You know, be His commandments. Don't break the commandments.
Okay. Got one more.
One more?
Yeah, one more left.
Black is not an ethnicity we are really Judah.
Oh, okay, that's the tribe.
The tribe, okay,
That's right.
Israelite, that's right, Israelite. That's your nationality. Alright.
Thank you, guys.
Alright, so did you get our flyer? Get a sister a flyer. We're gonna give you a flyer. We got a YouTube channel on it. So it's thousands of videos on there. You know, hundreds of videos.
Thank you.
You know, you can scan it. Any questions, we got an email, Instagram on there. So make sure you check that out, sister.
Thank you.
Alright, no problem.
Be safe.
Alright, all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. That's what we out there for, man. Alright. One sheep. Lord willing that seed get planted, the Lord water that seed. Alright. All praise to the Most High God, man. But with that,